Safety with any cooking device is an important step, and organizing yourself to make sure that in any event you're prepared is really critical. We have a few suggestions that we want you to follow. I'm going to go through them with you right now. Step 1, let's talk about the space around your pizza oven and what's safe to use for combustible and non-combustible materials. When you place your pizza oven, place it somewhere where there's nothing above it. If you have any space around the pizza oven, remember this, 8 inches from a non-combustible material, and on the back side, make sure that it's also 8 inches from non-combustible. If it happens to be a combustible material, you want to make sure that you're 48 inches from the back, from the side, and 10 feet in front of the mouth. Step 2, let's talk about our active safety features. First of all, the insulated dome and the carbon fiber handles are designed to be cool to the touch. The door, the mantle, and the back of the oven are going to be higher temperature, especially when we reach 1,000 degrees. We're using a combination of both an infrared to check the temperature of the stones, and the exterior flush-mounted thermometer allows you to monitor temperature inside the dome. Step 3, let's talk about adding wood to the fire and also adding food and removing food from the oven. The easiest way to add wood is to simply take your pizza peel, put wood on, and then gently slide it in and tip. That gives you distance away from the fire, and if you don't want to use your pizza peel, you can just simply use a glove, and the heat-safe glove will allow you to do that safely. Secondly, when you're putting anything in, you can always use a heat-safe glove. And as a chef, the one thing I always do when I remove something hot from the oven is I'll take my glove and lay it over the handle, and what that does is it reminds me, so I don't go and grab it, that that pan is hot. Step 4 is controlling the fire. It's really important to make sure not to overload your pizza oven. Don't get that fire so big that it gets out of control. You want to work with those nice white hot coals and gently continue to feed the fuel into it. But what happens if it does get out of control? First of all, you've got the door. Closing the door will prevent more oxygen from getting inside the oven and increasing the size of the flame. The other thing that I recommend that you should have is a Class A fire extinguisher. These are inexpensive, they're small, and easy to have in any outdoor or indoor cooking space. Lastly, if you don't have a fire extinguisher, you can always use salt or baking soda. Simply open, toss the baking soda inside, close that door, and make sure to keep it sealed so that you can get the flames out. And by the way, never use water on an active fire. And number 5, we're going to deal with creosote, soot, and ashes. Make sure to remove your chimney regularly, clean it with soap and water, get rid of the creosote and the soot buildup that's going to occur. It's flammable and it's an easy way to avoid any trouble. And lastly, take an ash can and make sure to put any ashes, even when they're cooled, inside a fire-safe container.